Good morning and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. I'm Christy Shive, and this morning we're visiting with Jeannie Badgett. She's a Senior Extension Associate for Clothing, Textiles, and Household Equipment. Good morning, Jeannie.
Good morning, Christy. Thanks for having me.
It's great to have you on the show. Now, Jeannie, today we are going to talk about comparison shopping for appliances. Now, when people tend to start researching a appliance, they tend to start with looking at the price. Now, Jeannie, is this a good way to assess the quality of an item?
Not necessarily, because quality is a subjective term. What one person considers something of high quality might be different than what another person considers something of high quality. Most manufacturers would consider something high quality if it meets the needs and exceeds the consumer expectations. But if we think about a toaster, for example, what is a quality toaster? Something that's durable and it looks good on your counter, but what if it doesn't toast your bread or if it burns your bread? So that's not really a high quality item.
So, Jeannie, what are some things we should consider when selecting our appliances?
The first thing is, do you need it or do you want it? That's the main thing. And then of course you want to make sure that the item that you want to purchase is within your budget. And if you bring it home, will you have a place for it? Do you have room for it? For example, if you're buying a washer and dryer, will it actually fit through your door? Do you have the proper electrical needs? Also, is this something that it will be easy to maintain, or will you have to spend money to keep it clean or running safely? So those are definitely things you want to consider.
When you mention need versus want, how do you think that impacts our purchasing decision making?
That's a good question because if we think about a refrigerator, for example, so I think most people would need a refrigerator. I mean, it's a very convenient and safe way to keep your foods cold and safe to eat. So let's say we all need a refrigerator. Now, a large screen TV, for example, that might be a want. We don't necessarily need a large screen TV. We may want one. But when it comes to the refrigerator, we would then start to think about the features and benefits of that particular refrigerator. A feature might be an automatic ice maker or a water dispenser in the door. And that's where you have to think about, well, those features and benefits, do I really need those features and how will they benefit me?
That's a really good point to consider when thinking about these products. So, Jeannie, once I decide on a product, should I buy from a store that sells the product for the lowest price?
Mhm. I love that question because, as I mentioned earlier, when we talked about quality and how a product might meet our needs or exceed our expectations, we look at, let's say, talking about a microwave, for example. Let's say we go to the store and we're trying to choose a microwave and we see one that is that we like for the most part, and it's inexpensive. Then we start to compare it to another one and think, why is that? Why does that one cost more? Or if we compare a microwave from store A compared to the one at store B, and you think they're the same, but one is $10 cheaper, well, then you would just buy it from the store that is less expensive. But the situation is that sometimes they're not really the same product. They might look identical, they might be the same, manufacturer and even the same model number, or they might look the same but be a different model number. And that's because sometimes manufacturers, they will develop certain products at a lower price point or to meet a lower price point for a certain retailer. So in the case of a microwave of a certain brand, they might sell the same microwave at two different stores, but one store is known for discount prices. So that particular microwave might not have the same amount of wattage. It might not be as powerful. So one way to tell things apart, each appliance will have a unique serial number, but sometimes the model number, it can be confusing. So you really want to make sure that the products are similar. So when you're looking at pricing, if you're judging by price, make sure you're comparing products that have the same features.
All right, Jeannie. Well, thank you so much for being with us. If you would like more information on shopping for appliances, be sure to visit your local extension office. Thanks for watching and have a great day.